Marib. Investing in people, a story of sustainable development, holistic approach and panoramic view. The mercy face of Marib. The habitants in Marib increased from 300,000 to approximately 3 million, tenfolds. Despite conflict and war where the battlefields are very close to the urban areas in Marib, but Marib continued to deliver shelters for more than 2.3 million displaced Yemenis, 60% of IDPs in total Yemen. Protect them allowed NGOs and other relief agencies to work in favor of them. Sustainable developments in health and education activities for both old and new habitants. Built tens of kilometers of new roads. Sustainable paying salaries to the public employees. Courts are working to enforce the law and to protect the citizens. Free speech and protecting human rights. Huge investors attracted by Marib opened new investing projects including malls, hotels, restaurants, super food stores, multimedia shops, currency exchange shops, private clinics and private schools and so many other activities. Created sustainable growth opportunities. Strong, greater than for IDPs. In one day, a child in Yemen will face injustice and hardship on a scale that most people will never experience in a lifetime. Up to this point, their suffering has largely been ignored. In Marib, to some extent, this outcome of the ongoing war has been attenuated as much as the local authority can. Almost zero incidents by constraints type on humanitarian aids access in Marib, comparing to hundreds of incidences in areas under the control of Houthis and STC militias. Despite education collapse in so many areas, especially those under Houthis militias' control, within previous 6 years, there was an improvement of performance of education in Marib, at different levels, including essential education and at university levels. Recommendation. In view of the catastrophic humanitarian situation experienced by the IDPs of the Sirwa camps who are previously displaced, this requires great and participatory efforts from all humanitarian partners to alleviate the situation and provide the necessary protection. Marib Governorate continue to host the largest IDP population in Yemen, according to local authorities, and some live in approximately 125 IDP sites. Despite Bin Marib hosted more than 2.5 million IDPs, and still under continues and heavily attacked by Houthis militias, however, international humanitarian organization, worldwide kept silent, as Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned. Hygiene and Improvement Fund achievement in Marib in 2020. In the field of hygiene, cultivation of 31,000 trees, recruiting 676 new labor jobs, paving 44,000 square meters of streets. Emergency intervention, publishing and distributing 72,000 brochures for COVID-19 awareness on prevention and treatment. Splash 25 antiseptic materials in different areas in Marib. Transporting and removing of 12,000 tons of dusts and waste material from the city. Environmental sanitation. Transporting of 6,200 water sanitation cisterns from the city. 80 working days for eradication of mosquitoes that transmit malaria. 220 working days for removing slums in cooperation with traffic and public works administrations. Health Sector Report 2020. Marib Hospital Authority, MHA. Numbers spoke about itself. 1 million services include medical consultations, surgical interventions and clinical diagnosis, all provided by MHA. 120,000 patients seen by outpatient clinics. 34,000 patients been treated in emergency rooms. 6,500 main surgeries performed. 33,500 been admitted as inpatients. 6,800 patients been admitted in intensive care units. 130,000 different radiology examinations include X-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans, panorama for dental X-rays and echo. 45,000 of different clinical diagnostic interventions include endoscopes, EKG, auditory graph. Blood banks received 8,000 blood donors. 5,000 renal dialysis for patients of renal failure. 126,000 of different medical laboratory tests performed. 5,500 physiotherapy treatment sessions. 714 of prosthetic limbs. 500,000 beneficiaries received different drugs and medical appliances. In Marib, there are other public hospitals inside the city like Kara Hospital and other in the suburb areas, plus tens of medical centers and health units, total of 104, providing medical services like daily medical consultations, prenatal care, children vaccines and simple emergency cases, for thousands of citizens and IDPs habitants. Higher Education Report 2020. Other reports in this symposium will cover the achievements in the primary education in Marib. University of Sabah Region, 2015 to 2020. Total students from all over Yemen, 13,000 students. 34% of them from Marib Governorate. 27% of total students are females. Total faculties are 6. These are Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Administration and Financial Sciences, Faculty of Information Technology and Communication, Faculty of Humanitarian and Applied Sciences, in Al-Ghaf, of total 1204 students. Total academic field, specializations, 28 till this year 2021, dramatically increased from 12, since the commence of study at 2016-2017. Total students at postgraduate levels are 360 males, 7 females. Number of graduate students this year 2021, are 284. Marib the Mercy Land Report 2021. Marib since 2015 till 2021, hosted 50,000 to 60,000 injured people, all of them have received surgical interventional in Marib hospitals. Other several thousands of injured people still waiting to receive medical and surgical interventions, they are waiting in the queue. In Marib there are about 5,000, 7,000 disabled injured soldiers, receiving daily medical and social care. Among those disabled soldiers, there are 1,500 suffering from either partial or full paralysis. Moreover, most of them with amputated limbs due to incidences of mines implanted by Houthis. 500 of those disabled with amputated limbs have got prosthetic limbs in Marib, and other 300 disabled got prosthetic limbs outside Marib.